Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new, we do Apex and League content here. But if you're just tuning in for the video, that's fine too. Today we're going to be going over my ESDL experience. And if you don't know what the ESDL is, oh my god, and I got a phone call, of course. Oh, it's my timer. Anyways, what the ESDL is this League of Legends league where you can sign up and participate with random teammates in a competitive league for I think like 6 weeks. I think you get like 4 games, or you've played against 4 teams and you play them twice, and it's a 6-week experience, and you have mandatory practices. It's a really fun thing. So if you're interested in seeing what that's all about, or just want to know how my experience is, stay tuned. Oh, PS before I start the video. No, this is not a sponsor. Of course it's not. Look at my channel sites. It's not a sponsor. I just thought this would be a fun video to make, and I've experienced a lot, so I thought it would be cool to like do a video on it. So starting off, I want to talk about how I came to find it. So one day I was on Instagram, minding my own business, looking at my league content, and then boom, it hit me right there. There was an ad for a competitive team, or like competitive play, and there's a draft system and all this stuff. I'm like, this seems like interesting. So I'm like, sure, why not? I didn't actually think I was gonna get far with this. I'm like, this will be fun. I don't think it'll be that crazy, like if it's true, it's true, Then I signed up and sent me to this website, like enter your role, what you plan to gain from this, and yada yada. And you put your first and secondary role. So my first role I locked in was ADC. I'm like, cool, I'm an ADC main. Last time I checked, and I'll put top second, right? So I didn't get my main role. I got top. Cool, that's fine. I play a lot of top, or I know myself around top, right? And then I'm like, cool, let's get right into it. After signing up through like their nice website, it was easy. It didn't take too long. They give you a Discord link to confirm you're in the server and everything. Boom, I'm in the server. I'm like, cool, okay, we're getting far in this. This is looking official. They have a lot of staff on hand. I'm like, awesome. And funny thing, I joined on the last day for draft. Like it was the day of draft day. I'm like, oh word, we drafted in an hour? Cool. Just found this. Lucky me, right? So get put into a draft, and how the draft works is you'll randomly be assigned to a team. It's not like they have like pre-registered team leaders or anything, but there is they randomly put you into teams due to your skill level. So if you're a silver player, you're going to be with silver and bronze. If you're a gold player, you might be with gold and platinum players, or just basically people around your skill level to even it out. They make sure you're put into a division too, where the people you face are even to your skill level too. And after all that settled, after the draft was over, I got put into a team, and my team wasn't actually like fully drafted until like maybe a day or two, because there's one person didn't forgot to lock in as support, and then she got kicked out, and then we got a new member who became our official support. And so after the draft was done, and cool thing about this, if you miss a draft too, there's always the next one's like 5 days out or another week, so there's nothing to worry about. And then we go to like meeting my team, right? So not gonna lie, I was a little antisocial coming into this. I'm like, ooh, I know league players, they're not nice. They're toxic flamers, So I saw one guy who would constantly hang out in the voice chat, and I'm like, okay, let me go talk to him, right? He was actually first assigned our mid, but due to the mid not locking in, he became our back to his main role, his jungler. So I'm like, cool. I talked to him. I got to meet him for a couple minutes. I'm like, cool, this guy's cool. He's chill, right? And then we go to like near our first practice, right? And near our first practice, we got our majority of people together, like 4 of our 5 members for the first practice. And shoot, everyone was chill. I honestly thought I was gonna have someone who's like a panic freak and shit like that, right? But everyone's chill. And cool thing about one of the guys, he ended up living real close to me. Like he lives in my city, like literally a 10-minute drive away. I'm like, shoot, we gotta hang out sometimes. But meeting my team overall, like, it was a cool experience. And when we got to the I think third or second practice, we had to meet our mid laner. He's not too talkative, but he's not a bad guy. So I was like, cool, that's awesome. All right, so going into how the actual practice worked is so they give you like several ways to do practice. So most of the practices you will be doing is up to your team, but they do have mandatory practices like set for you guys. So, like, I've like one mandatory practice a week for all you guys to get together and practice, right? But like my team, we've been doing it like every couple of days, getting together, talking about bands and characters we might want to do. One thing we're kind of lacking on is like fully team comps, like fleshed out team comps. But with the recent game we just played, I think we do have a team comp set in motion. Extra spicy. Oh god, I'm parched. God, I say a lot, don't I? But anyways, so basically how most of the practice work is either there'll be talking about picks and bans, the character you play, or going into rank together on Flex, which is a lot of fun on its own because I never had friends to play Flex with. Kind of a loner, so this is also good if you're a loner too. You don't talk to people. But besides that, that's practice is not really too crazy. I did forget to mention that each team is assigned a coach who goes through their own program, and usually the coach is like 2 tiers above you guys. I haven't checked my coach's rank yet, but he'll usually watch over the game and tell you like what you're doing. Like, in one of my games during the practices, even though I was like destroying my lane, he pointed out a good fact, like, hey, I could have done a better job if I froze the lane near my tower and then pressured him off of it. Which, in hindsight, like, I guess I wasn't thinking that much of the game. That's something I would have done, but the fact that he was able to point it out and tell me exactly where I messed up, I'm like, awesome. I know I could trust this guy. But going over our practice was pretty smooth. Like, my team does it like 3 times a week. We always tell each other what we're lacking on. Our coach appears like he's appeared 2 times out of like 4 practices we had to help. It's actually pretty smooth sailing. Also, I forgot to mention, like, you can also do scrims and plan scrims. They're like, they have our own little chat log for scrims alone, where you just go and find people. And it's actually pretty fun because at one point we end up scrimming a team that was a whole tier above all of us. Like, right, we're like a silver team. Low elo gang out here. Or a silver and like bronze team. I think one of our ADC is like a bronze 3 or something. And the guys we're facing were all gold 3 and gold 4s, right? And we played them for like a best of 3 series. We lost, but we held our own, and we saw that these guys were not like crazy stronger than us. It was just like 1 or 2 mistakes that they were capitalizing on. And after, like, that was like almost a week ago, and after practicing with my team, I'm like, holy shoot, if we play these guys again, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to pull through on them like that. So I guess a really fun part of this practice as my team is the fact that we're able to like actually see improvement in such a short amount of time. I think that's a cool experience that ESDL is offering. I guess more going into like the team play experience, like having these guys always ready to practice and being very communicative during practice and games. It's like, I don't know, it's something like you wouldn't expect to like easily freely get from any other leagues. Like, I've looked into other leagues to try to participate in, and either where they were short staffed or not ready to games were always pushed back, or I couldn't get put into full teams and stuff like that. So the fact that this was a very smooth like process, I'm like, I think that's like actually pretty cool, because I don't think you're gonna be able to find stuff like this that much anywhere. And if you are someone who loves or like thinks about going pro one day, or play, I know a lot of schools are offering the experience for like playing league for their schools and stuff like that. I mean, not right now since the pandemic is going around and stuff, but back when the school was in session, I know a lot of people will be participating for their school teams and stuff, and learning communication skills and learning how to work with your teammates and stuff like that, I think is something this will give you a great amount of experience in. So if you're looking for something like that, I think this is the place for you guys. So I guess for my overall thought is, if you're looking to make friends, have some team play, or be just competitive overall, I would say this is the experience for you. It does have some downsides with people dropping out and not being able to make it to some games, but subs, like, surprisingly, a lot of people are willing to sub for that game and stuff like that. So it has a little amount of downsides to it. And if you're willing to go through those little downsides, I think you overall have a fun time. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the take on the experience of the ESDL. But if you guys made it this far into the video and you like what you heard, or you like the information I gave you, don't forget to leave a like. And if you're looking for someone who does Apex content, League of Legends, and sometimes some dispersive random content here and there, go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna make sure to do 3 uploads a week from now. I'm gonna try to build up to daily, but getting back into recording, you know, it's a process. I want to try to figure out a schedule, but my goal is to start uploading content daily, and good content, not just sporadic, like, whatsoever content. You know, I want. Oops, my mic got disconnected. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.